Something happened in the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 finale that no one expected. Along with that, this finale perfectly sets up an upcoming MCU movie where it has already been confirmed that our Daredevil is going to appear. So let us begin this breakdown. The episode starts where we see Matt and Karen going to an Indian restaurant named Pana, and they look quite happy. Now this scene works like a bookend, where we actually understand the context of this opening scene at the very end. Meanwhile, the gunshot wound Matt took to his right thigh in the previous episode is seen being bandaged up by Jessica Jones in this episode. And over at City Hall, Buck meets Wilson Fisk, and the moment he sees him, Fisk understands that Buck has killed Daniel. Now in this scene, both Buck and Fisk have grief on their faces, which signifies how much trust both Buck and Fisk placed in Daniel. Buck considered him like a younger brother, and Fisk believed that Daniel would one day become his successor. But after that, Fisk hands a paper to Buck. Now, if you did not catch it, I want to tell you that the paper was a court summons order that Matt had sent to Fisk, and under that order, Fisk was being called to court as a witness and for evidence. And without Fisk saying anything, Buck says he will get all the arrangements made. Over at the court, Matt enters, and at that time, attorney Hochberg is proving through Heather in court that vigilantes and the people associated with them are actually sociopaths who fake their personalities, and their mask is actually their real face. So this philosophy of identity versus mask is quite old. There is just one exception to this, and that is Frank Castle. Frank Castle wants people to see who he is. He wants his enemies to remember his face, because this face represents revenge and retribution. And just then, McDuffie subtly asks Dr. Heather that couldn't it also be possible that people wear the mask of a doctor or a professional, while on the inside, they are something else entirely. Meanwhile, during the trial, we are seeing that in another building, there is heavy security by the AVTF, and a guy looking like Bullseye is installing a sniper rifle pointed straight at the court. And right then, Matt calls Fisk as a court witness. At the same time, when Fisk is giving evasive answers to Matt's questions in court, the real Bullseye enters the other building, killing all the AVTF guys one by one, and an original versus duplicate fight begins. The real Bullseye easily kills the fake Bullseye and takes over the sniper himself. Now Fisk was giving such twisted answers in court because he thought Matt would not try to corner him too much, since Fisk could reveal his identity. But Fisk's assumption turns out to be wrong, and Matt starts exposing Fisk and his evil deeds. And that is when Fisk openly whispers a threat to Matt. But the judge also grants Matt permission to play the video evidence of Northern Star crewmate Christoph Sava. Now by law, for the validity and legitimacy of any video evidence, that witness needs to be present in person in the courtroom to confirm that the statement was not taken by force. And since Sava is not present, as per the rule, the person named in that evidence needs to be there, and that is Daredevil. As soon as this happens, Fisk is shocked, wondering if Matt will go to this level of madness to defeat him, that he would expose himself. And then happens the thing that takes any superhero story to the next level. To bring Fisk's truth in front of everyone, Matt accepts in front of the world that he is Daredevil. And this declaration proves to be the final nail in Fisk's coffin. And he testifies that all the allegations against Fisk are true. And since this judiciary was set up to enforce the Safer Streets law, it has truly been proven that Fisk was using the Safer Streets law for his private interests. Because of this, this court has no jurisdiction to handle this case, and Karen Page is released. Right outside the court, the governor tells Fisk that all charges have been filed against him. Now Fisk tries to refute this action, but the governor tells him that she has detained the assassin who came to kill the governor in the previous episode and was stopped by Bullseye. So now Fisk is cornered from all sides. Now, when all the parties reach the front gate, Powell gives the order to shoot Matt, and Bullseye replies, "I'm not him, buddy." Now, in this scene, Matt shouts, "You do not have to do that." Matt actually said this to Bullseye, so the full context of this scene should be clear. Fisk and Buck's plan was that they would go to court and try to delay the case as much as possible. Because of that, there would not be a verdict today, since Matt would never declare his own identity. And when they all come out of court, their stationed fake Bullseye would kill Matt with his sniper, and then Fisk would easily win this case in the future, by showing that a vigilante named Bullseye killed a lawyer like Matt Murdock. But Fisk's plan backfired, because Matt has won the case, but the real Bullseye is standing at the sniper spot, and no one told Bullseye that the tide of the case has turned. Powell gave the order, but he realized that now Fisk's life is in danger, not Matt's. Meanwhile, Matt told Bullseye through Powell's intercom not to shoot because Matt has already defeated Fisk, and action could be taken against Fisk at any moment, and if Bullseye shot right now, the whole situation would become chaotic. But the situation had already become chaotic because Bullseye had shot and the bullet hit Buck. That is why Thanos said you should always go for the head. Who shoots at the stomach, bro? Now, even though things have gone wrong, Phase 2 of Fisk's plan begins. He gets it declared that vigilantes and their supporters have attacked the court, and because of them, the court has been seized. While the truth is that he himself had the court seized by the AVTF. Now Fisk makes a smart move here by declaring through a live broadcast that all vigilante supporters are going to come here, and on the other hand, the governor decides that she wants to summon the National Guards here. Now Matt and Karen together stop this decision by the governor, because if the National Guards come here, the public will think that the National Guards are also on the vigilante side, and due to this misunderstanding, justice coming to light will be even more difficult. And just then, BB's broadcast comes, where she finally comes forward in her real voice and riles up the people that they should rise against Fisk and his AVTF, and slowly people from all over the city gather. Inside the court, Fisk tells the AVTF guys that you have two jobs. First, disperse the crowd, and second, do not let Matt and his friends get out of the court alive. Meanwhile, in the courtroom, Sheila comes to Fisk and tells him that the Attorney General has an offer, and Fisk refuses to listen to it. Outside the court, Angela comes forward and tells the truth about Hector Ayala, and Cole, believing her words, knocks out Powell and allows all the protesters into the court. Back in the court, Heather is unable to hold back the muse inside her, and she goes and crushes Hatchbur's windpipe and kills him, and Matt and Jessica jump on the AVTF. Sheila talks to the Attorney General, listens to his offer, and tells Fisk that the Attorney General will not prosecute him if Fisk resigns from his seat and leaves everything behind. And then begins the iconic trademark Daredevil series corridor fight scene, where both Matt and Fisk are fighting in the corridor. Over here, after coming face to face, everyone charges at Fisk, and Matt explains to Fisk that he should accept the Attorney General's offer, because once the Kingpin leaves this city, then this city will not need Daredevil either. And this way, no one wins in the war between Daredevil and Kingpin. Instead, both have lost. But with this loss, this enmity and war will stop forever, and it will only benefit the city, which is what both of them want. After Fisk's surrender, New York has become peaceful again, and we see the Indian restaurant scene from the beginning of the episode once more. So now Matt finally decides that he will accept the vigilante crime charges against him, and then he is arrested. Meanwhile, at Jessica's house, Luke Cage returns, and we get Luke Cage's first appearance in the MCU. At the same time, BB gets a job at the Bulletin, where her boss is the same person who used to be her Uncle Ben Urich's boss. And we see that now everyone is starting their lives fresh, and Jessica and Luke have also gotten back together. And Charles, leaving Luke aside, has now appointed Poindexter for his and the CIA's dirty work. So, if you look at it, do not be surprised if we see Bullseye in the new Avengers team in the future. In the jail, we see that along with Matt, all the AVTF guys have also been arrested, and everyone is present in the same jail starting a new life. On the other hand, Dr. Heather has finally accepted her muse personality, where her new life is now going to start not like a doctor, but like a psychopath criminal, and we get the final shot of Fisk and Matt, who know that this chapter is now closed. Or, do you think that this chapter is truly closed? And because of Matt going to jail, I have this question in my mind, that the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day also has a jail fight scene and a jailbreak scene too. So in that jailbreak scene, will Peter and Frank free Matt as well? Because this season 2 has ended with Matt's arrest, and the next project is Brand New Day. So this cannot be a coincidence, guys. So guys, this was the breakdown of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. To be very honest, there were twists here. But after the number of heads Fisk smashed, how was he allowed to just walk away? Plus, Season 3 is coming next year, and before that we will get to see the events of Avengers Doomsday. So what will happen in Season 3? Will its events take place before something like Avengers Doomsday? Only time will tell. But for now, you tell me how you liked Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Was it up to the mark, or does Marvel need to work harder? Let's talk about all of this in detail in the comments. If you liked the video, definitely drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, take a step further and support your favorite channel by taking a membership. Thank you guys.